The 38 Letters from J.D. Rockefeller to his son. Perspectives, Ideology, and Wisdom. Written by J.D. Rockefeller. Narrated by Rick Font. Letter 27. God of luck favors the brave. October 7, 1898. Dear John, a few days ago, your sister happily told me that she plunged into luck and said that the stocks in her hand are like slaves of her, who listen to her orders and help her rake in a lot of money. I think your sister may be happy and crazy now, but I don't want her to be overwhelmed by the money. I told her to be careful as luck might throw her into the field of failure. Almost every successful person is warning the world. You cannot live by luck, especially when building a career. Interestingly, most people believe in luck, and I think they are mistaking chances to be luck. No opportunity means no luck. John, think about the lucky guys you know. You can almost be sure that they are not gentle, courteous, and frugal people, and can almost be certain that they always exude the brilliance of self-confidence and the attitude of everything, and even appear very bold. There is a problem of chicken and egg. It is because of luck that the lucky ones show confidence and boldness, or is their luck the result of self-confidence and boldness? My answer is the latter. The God of luck favors the brave is a motto that I have respected throughout my life. Victory does not necessarily belong to the strong. People who are highly vigilant, energetic, brave, and fearless will also win. Of course, some people believe that cautiousness is better than bravery. But bravery and boldness are more compelling, more popular, and more attractive than cautiousness, and cowardice cannot be compared to this. I have never seen people who do not appreciate confident and decisive people. Everyone is a supporter of confident and decisive people. We expect such people to be leaders. The reason why we are attracted to them is that they are very attractive. Therefore, brave people are often more successful, and it is easier for them to take on roles as leaders, presidents, and commanders. Those who are promoted quickly belong to this land of person. Experience tells me that people who are bold and decisive can complete the best deal, attract the support of others, and form the most powerful alliance. Those who are timid and hesitant can hardly reap such benefits. Not only that, bold methods are also beneficial to them. People with confidence will turn their expectations into success. They will design all plans to pursue success in accordance with their expectations. Of course, this does not guarantee absolute success, but it can naturally launch a vision for success. In other words, if you feel that you are a winner, you will behave like a winner. If you behave like a winner, you're likely to do more of what winners would do, thereby changing your luck. A true brave man is not an arrogant man, let alone a foolish man. The brave knows to use prediction and judgment, plan every step, and make every decision. This approach is just like what the military strategists say. It will increase your strength. That is, possess a weapon that can immediately form a clear advantage to help you defeat your opponent. This reminds me of the bold decision to buy the Lima oil field more than 10 years ago. Prior to this, the oil industry had not stopped fearing that crude oil would be exhausted. Even my assistants began to fear that they would not be able to profit from oil in the long run, hence quietly selling the company's stock, while some people even suggested that the company should exit the oil industry early and switch to other more stable industries. Otherwise, we will never be able to make a return. As a leader, in the face of pessimism, I should be hoping instead of lamenting. I told those in fear, God will give us everything. I felt God's warm touch again when people discovered oil in Lima, Ohio. It's just that Lima's oil exudes a smell that cannot be removed by conventional methods, which deeply shook the confidence of many people who wanted to make a lot of money there. But I was strongly confident in Lima oil field. I could foresee that once we monopolized Lima, we will have a powerful force over the oil market. The opportunity is here. If you let it slip away quietly, Rockefeller's name will be associated with pigs. I solemnly told the directors of the company, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it's time for us to invest our money in Lima. It was a pity that my opinion was opposed by the timid. Imposing on others is not in line with my personality. I was hoping that through peaceful discussions, everyone could finally agree with my opinions. It was a long and fruitless wait. I was worried. We have built a giant oil refinery on a global scale. It was like a hungry baby who was greedy for its mother's milk. It needed to eat a steady stream of crude oil. But the oil fields in Pennsylvania were dying, and so were the other small oil fields. Production has begun to cut, and in the long run, we will have to rely on Russian crude oil. It was almost certain that the Russians will use their control over oil fields to weaken our power, even defeat us completely, and drive us out of the European market. However, once we have Lima's oil resources, we will continue to be winners. Cannot wait any longer. It is time for me to act. As I expected, conservatives still said no on the board, but I surrendered in the name of the opposition in a way that surprised them. I said, "Gentlemen, if we do not want our huge ship to sink, we must guarantee our crude oil supply. Now, the oil hidden in Lima is beckoning to us, and it will bring us dazzling wealth. For the sake of God, please do not say that there is no market for the smelly liquid. I believe that everything God has given us has its value. I believe that science will clear our doubts. So, I decided to use my own money to make this investment and take the risk for 2 years. If it succeeds in 2 years, the company can return the money to me. If it fails, I will bear all the losses myself." My determination and sincerity touched my biggest opponent, Mr. Pratt, as tears welled up in his eyes and excitedly said to me, "John, my heart is captured by you. Since you think we should do this, let's do it together. If you can take the risk, so can I." The cooperative spirit of facing victories and losses together is also a spiritual pillar for our growth. We succeeded. We made every effort to invest huge sums of money in Lima, and the rewards were even greater. We controlled the largest crude oil production base in the United States in our own hands. The success in Lima intensified our vitality and allowed us to dominate other unprecedented acquisition in the oil industry. As a result, like we expected, we became the most feared super fleet in the oil field and achieved unshakable dominance. John, attitude helps create luck, and luck is in your choice. If you do it right 51% of the time, then you will become a hero. This is my deepest experience with luck. Love, your father.